What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to a Cuticula video. We have a SpongeBob collection to check out, and we also have a Halloween trio. So lots of pretties. There's a bit of a bright color mix to this one too, if you are looking for, say, a variety in your vampy goodness for this time of year. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Kicking this off with Because I Ripped My Pants. This is a baby blue base with strong yellow to gold shifting shimmer and yellow to gold shifting glass flakes. We have a very crelly type of formula going on here. I thought it popped really well for opacity on the third coat. Those of you rocking nubbins or shorties, you might be able to get away with 2 normal coats. And if you are like me and have huge nails, I think 3 thinner coats is going to be the best. This will dry down quite flat and a touch thirsty. So if you don't have a thicker glossy top coat, I would maybe suggest a glitter smoothing top coat just to kind of help your top coat along and plump this one up, as it is quite flat and dry down. Rock bottom is described as a black jelly base with blue to green glass shifting flakes, green to blue shifting glass flakes, and silver hollow flakes. This one's very pretty, and I really liked it, which was a surprise for me, as I'm always saying I don't typically care for dark or very just straight black based polishes, but I can get behind this one. If you've been appreciating a lot of Amanda's flaky bombs in the last couple of polish pickups, I think you'll want to definitely check this one out. We have a true jelly formula here, but it plumped up to opacity perfectly on the third coat for me. I would strongly suggest, regardless of nail length or what type of nails you have, I think 3 coats is going to do this one the best to maximize that depth and opacity and finish with a glossy top coat. Chocolate with nuts is described as a chocolate brown base with orange to gold shifting glass flakes, black flakes, and bronze metallic flakes. I would almost describe this base as, I want to say it has a mauve type of lean to it. And I'm thinking it's just one of those types of browns that's going to play up against your skin tone. And I think that's why it's, at least to my eyes in person, like sitting right here in front of me, it's just got this mauve undertone. What's going to take your eyes' attention the most, though, in terms of building to opacity as well, is the general flaky goodness going on here. I'm also going to suggest 3 light coats to build it to opacity, a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat. Not because there's texture, but because this is quite thirsty and flat and dry down. You're Not Handsome, You're a Hunk is a baby pink jelly base with yellow to gold shifting glass flakes and pink holographic glitter. Another one of my top picks in this set. I love how glowy this is once you build it to opacity, but it's also soft enough too that you're going to be able to topper very well with this. I'm going to suggest 3 really thin coats for opacity. Now, if you appreciate a softer opacity that is made up of the flakes themselves, I think you could probably stop at 2 coats, but that third coat was chef's kiss to me, and I think it was totally worth it for all that flaky and hollow action. I'm going to strongly suggest a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat for this one too. P.S. Cuticula's is awesome. No Buns, No Patties is a fuchsia base with strong pink shifting shimmer and pink shifting glass flakes. Because this one has a bit of a neon lean almost to it, in case this gets skewed across monitors for color accuracy, I'm going to just flat out say I do agree with that official description. It is very much to my eyes here a fuchsia polish. This is like that medium neon purple type vibe with a strong magenta pink pull to it as well, if that makes sense. I'll also suggest 3 coats and a good thicker glossy top coat here too, because we've got lots of glow. It's a shimmer bomb and it will dry down quite flat. This is one of those types of fuchsias that are so flattering. Everything is Chrome in the Future is described as a blue to green to purple shifting chrome pigment base with small silver holographic flakes. This one's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's got this very different type of vibe than what I've been seeing lately. I think, honestly, I'm a little jaded by as much Halloween goodness as I've been swatching lately. And I don't mean that in any which way as a negative thing, but this one just kind of looks different. I don't know if it's the shimmer or what, but it just looks different to my eyes. And I really liked it. The shimmer is what I would consider a medium particle. It almost has this glistening foily type effect and a very fine particle sense. It's just very glowy. I would suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat. Haunt Your Heart Out is the first polish in the Spine Chilling Trio. This one is a deep purple base with orange to gold, blue to purple, shifting glass flakes, and black flakes. Now, the Spine Chilling Trio, I really, really enjoyed. These are, I don't know, they're very, very pretty. If you appreciated, say, Rock Bottom and the other polish pickup flaky bombs we've been seeing from Amanda, this is another one that I would strongly recommend. It's very pretty, very easy to build to opacity. You will have a somewhat full coverage effect on the second coat, but I urge you to take it up to 3 thin coats, a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat to maximize all that thick plumping goodness. Creepin It Real is a bright violet curly base with orange to red to gold to green, shifting ultra chrome flakes. This, to me, this overall finish is, I don't know, I'm feeling like there is an old school indie vibe going on here, and I love it. I'm always here for these secret, I call them in my head, my head canon. These are secret type of throwback finishes, and I love it so much. Now, this is what I would describe as being a jelly formula. It has a crelly lean to it and how it builds to opacity, but this is jelly. If you stop at 2 normal coats versus 3 thin coats, that base color is going to look pretty damn different. I'm going to strongly suggest 3 lighter coats, a glossy top coat to feel it up, and it's just so pretty. Ghoul Next Door is a purple base packed with green to blue shifting shimmer and small silver holographic flakes. So another stunner in terms of shimmer bomb. Ghoul Next Door builds up beautifully to opacity for me on that 3rd thin coat. But of course, this is one of those ones that I think if you go into touch heavy-handed, you might want to stop at 2 coats. It will absolutely depend on the length of your nails, all that good stuff. This one dries on very flat, so you might want to finish with a glitter smoothing top coat too. Braaaaains is described as a green base with pink gold green shifting micro flakes and red green gold multi-chrome flakes. This one and the last one I have to show you all here, these make up the Rogue and Cuticula Shift Happens duo. Now this one is another beautiful flaky bomb. It's got lots of shimmery goodness going on with it. And those little micro flakes give this very strong shredded-like appearance as we build it to opacity. I will very much urge you to go to 3 thin coats on this one too. Allow it to slowly build to opacity so you're also maximizing all that iridescent goodness from the flakes. This will also dry down very thirsty, very flat. So use a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat. And then Rogue's contribution to the Shift Happens duo is Monster Mash. This is described as a black curly leaning jelly with orange, gold glass, and black flakes. This is beautiful in terms of formula and opacity. I took it up to 2 coats. I didn't see a need to do anything special in terms of application with it, and it plumped up perfectly at the second coat. I will urge you to not go in too thin or too light or anything. Just paint normally and allow it to build up on its own. I think anything over 2 coats is going to be complete overkill, if I'm honest. You might want to finish with a glitter smoothing top coat, as this one had a lot of thirstiness with it. Just be mindful of your coats though, so you don't get over buildup with using glitter smoother and glossy top coat. And we're going to wrap this up with the Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. So we have lots of flaky bombs, lots of shimmer bombs. Pretty much, I don't have much negativity to say about any of these being layered as a topper. I think most of the flakies are going to look fantastic over black, and the majority of these, while they built to opacity ridiculously well, can definitely see going in light-handed over undies, it working beautiful. Like seriously, some of these, like You're Handsome, No Buns, No Patties, everything is chrome. All of these, like, they just looked beautiful over black. Beautiful coverage too. I really have to compliment that. This is versatile goodness. Now, back in the day, finishes like Creepin It Real, you could definitely layer over matchy match undies. I think you might be able to do maybe a little bit of color theory with that purple tint. And then of course, these last few work beautifully. Now, of course, the one outlier I would have to say is the Rogue. It looks great over black if you wanted to conserve your bottle, of course, but honestly, I think this one's going to be best on its own. So the new releases, including the SpongeBob collection and the Spine Chilling Duo, is going to drop on September 20th. It does state in our PR information that this is a 2-week pre-order. So order fulfillment, according to my PR notes, says it will take place approximately 3 weeks after you order for your goodies. So if you order any of the Spine Chilling Trio, you should get that in time for Halloween. No worries there. The Spine Chilling Trio, speaking of, is $36 for the set, or you can grab them for $13 individually. The SpongeBob collection is $75 for the set, or $13 individually for that too. I will link you all below to Cuticula's website, and I'll also link you to the Facebook group for additional swatches, information, all that fun stuff. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.